Arsenal ready for the masterstroke. Alan Shearer boldly states without a doubt who the Gunners must sign this summer. Meanwhile, Arsenal target Nico Williams sends Spain into a frenzy by copying Cristiano Ronaldo. And to top it off, behind-the-scenes reports reveal a sense of confidence in the Gunners' plan to seal the deal for Martin Zubimendi. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium. So make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. Arsenal's need for a top-class striker this summer is no secret, and Premier League legend Alan Shearer believes he has the perfect candidate for Mikel Arteta's side. Hopes were high at the start of the 2024-25 season, with fans dreaming of finally toppling Manchester City. But even with City not at their dominant best, it looks like Arsenal might have to settle for second place again, this time watching Liverpool surge ahead in the title race. A big part of the frustration stems from underwhelming transfer business in both the summer and winter windows. Now, with another crucial window approaching, all eyes are on Arsenal to see if they'll finally get the missing piece to complete Arteta's puzzle. Alan Shearer makes Victor Osimhen to Arsenal transfer claim. There's growing concern among Arsenal fans that a lack of financial backing from the Crunkies could push Mikel Arteta toward the exit door. Despite working wonders with the squad he has, the Spaniard continues to face ridiculous pressure due to the club's failure to address key weaknesses. Everyone knew what Arsenal needed last summer, yet no real solutions were found, leaving them exposed once again. Now, as we approach a crucial transfer window, all eyes are on Stan Kroenke, who certainly has the funds to invest. A top-class striker is an absolute must if the Gunners want to take that final step. Striker talk is always a hot topic when it comes to Arsenal, and even Premier League legends Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker have been weighing in on the discussion on the Rest is Football podcast. Shearer recommended one striker to Arsenal ahead of the summer window, reminding the Gunners of Victor Osimhen's transfer situation. Osimhen is there, he without doubt will score goals, Shearer said, but quickly raised the issue that Arsenal could face in the summer. Not the problem they've got now is the world knows they need a center forward, so someone who was worth 60 or 70 million is now going to be worth 110 million when Arsenal come in, so they're going to have to pay over the odds. The pundits' evaluation is interesting when it comes to players such as Osimhen, who has been eyed by Arsenal in the past, with the perfect chance to acquire the Nigerian there in 2024. Osimhen signed for Galatasaray on loan after a falling out with Napoli, leaving many asking where Arsenal were given that the striker had netted 17 goals the season prior. Shearer did, however, give Arsenal some confidence, suggesting that any club can sign any player if the money and appeal is there. If you're good enough and you're prepared to pay enough, you'll get someone that you want, he said. Victor Osimhen looks set to leave Napoli this summer, despite continuing to deliver at an elite level. That alone should have Arsenal on high alert. According to GiveMeSport, the Nigerian striker could be available for a release clause of around 75 to 80 million euros. An absolute steal for a player of his caliber. It's a rare situation where a club seems ready to part ways with a world-class goal scorer, and Arsenal would be foolish not to at least explore the opportunity. Osimhen has been on fire this season, racking up 25 goal contributions, 20 goals, 5 assists, in 25 appearances for Galatasaray. His numbers speak for themselves, and if Arsenal are serious about solving their striker problem, this is a player they simply cannot ignore. Even Premier League legend Alan Shearer has pointed out how Osimhen's availability aligns perfectly with Arsenal's need for a new number 9. Now, it's up to those at the Emirates to make their move. Unstoppable. Spain's media applaud Nico Williams as Arsenal transfer target copies Cristiano Ronaldo. Arsenal transfer target Nico Williams has been lavished with praise following an impressive display for Athletic Bilbao in their recent outing with Real Valladolid. The winger has faced a difficult campaign so far as he looks to find some consistency following a long summer that included a European Championships victory. It's the top performances that have seen Arsenal linked with a transfer for Nico Williams, who has a release clause in his deal at Athletic Bilbao. With the Gunners on the search for another forward option, on top of a striker, the 22-year-old has shown why a switch to the Emirates Stadium may be the best move possible. Nico Williams impresses for Athletic Bilbao against Real Valladolid. As Arsenal search the market for a new winger, Nico Williams might have just made the perfect case for himself. The Spanish international has had a mixed season, but after a brief spell out of the squad, he's come back firing. His return to form started with a crucial assist against Espanyol in a short short cameo, and he followed that up with a statement performance against Real Valladolid. Williams was unstoppable, bagging 2 goals and an assist in a dominant 7-1 victory, one that saw Arsenal loanee Karl Hein picking the ball out of his net multiple times. To top it off, the winger even hit Cristiano Ronaldo's iconic Calma celebration, a clear sign that he's playing with confidence again. If Arsenal are looking for an explosive, game-changing wide man, Williams is making it hard to ignore him. The Spanish media were full of praise for Nico Williams after his electric performance, with Dea naming him player of the match. The outlet highlighted his return to top form, describing him as practically unstoppable. From the first whistle, Williams was a nightmare for Valladolid's defense. He set up Jarragizer's opener before adding 2 stunning goals of his own. His first was a composed finish after gliding past multiple defenders, while his second was pure explosiveness, cutting inside and rifling a shot off the far post. With the season nearing its end, Williams has the perfect opportunity to cement himself as one of Europe's top wingers. If Arsenal are serious about bringing in a game changer, he's making a strong case. Arsenal face Nico Williams transfer call. While Arsenal missed out on a possible transfer for Williams in January, a release clause in his deal makes a deal available. That is so long as the player is open to a switch, which is seeming increasingly likely over the coming months ahead. There have been concerns over a drop in form over the campaign so far, with his output declining along with general struggles. However, Williams has shown he is more than capable of having that quality, regardless of form, and could make an ideal addition to the squad. It remains to be seen whether Arsenal will make a move, with a striker being the priority, but the winger track is being followed closely too. Arsenal are looking to do business early in the summer transfer window. Reports emerged in early January that Arsenal are expected to sign Martin Zubimendi this summer, with the club agreeing personal terms with the midfielder and likely to trigger his £51 million release clause. Zubimendi will likely replace the departing Thomas Partey and Jorginho in Mikel Arteta's ensemble, with the Gunners acting early to secure a replacement for the veteran midfielders. This is how Arsenal plan to conduct the rest of their business, quickly and efficiently, to ensure the Spaniards' squad is in order come pre-season. Speaking to Arsenal insider, TBR Football's Graham Bailey provided some insight into how the North London club are looking to approach the window. There is a sense of confidence about what they're doing, Bailey said. Obviously, the Havertz injury, I think they'd point at that one and say, if you lose a player to injury, there's very few teams in the country who could cope with that. So Arsenal just see it as unfortunate, really. They didn't really want to bring a make-weight in who wasn't going to be right for the club, but I think they're very happy about how the summer's panning out and how it's looking. They don't want to spend all summer looking for these players. I think they're working hard as we speak to try and get these deals for players, which is why we saw the initial conversations for Zubimendi in January. They don't want to be spending all of June, July, and August chasing players. Zubimendi will likely arrive as the club's first addition, while Joan Garcia could be acquired as the deputy to David Raya. After that, attention will turn to reinforcing the forward department, which will be without Jesus for some time, as well as Raheem Sterling, who won't sign from Chelsea permanently. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.